I know so many of you struggle against Malphite. So many of you fucking hate that champ. And think it's like broken. And I agree. I mean, it's not a broken champ, but you don't have counterplay after mid game. Or even after early game. Because if he buys armor, like you will see this game, you actually can't do anything to him. Which is stupid, but the thing is, you need to win early game. I don't think, like, against Malphite, I'm pretty sure you just have to win early game. Because if you don't, then if you go even against the Malphite, it's not gonna be good enough, because you're not gonna be more useful than the Malphite in a game. Because even in a team fight, the Malphite can just make you fucking worthless if he plays it like even remotely well. Malphite is just a hard counter to Tryndamere, but in early game you can win if you play it well. I'm an anti-tank build that even penetrates Malphite? No, you don't. You don't have a single build that will win against the Malphite once you have items. No, one-man army champs are like not AD carries, because AD carries will need their team every single time. Champs like Jax, Tryndamere, Camille, Riven, Fiora, all these champs that are like fighters and good duelists are really good. These are the one-man army champs. Is Maka the same as Malphite? No. Maka is way less of an issue in my opinion. But yeah, I will show this. Just watch the gameplay. Like, he has grasp, by the way. He just has a normal rune set. He has grasp. The key here in early game especially is if you damage him, he's not gonna get his shield back up, and it's like kind of a long cooldown. It's 10 seconds, so you just need to auto him like once every 10 seconds. If he doesn't have his shield, it's really good because he will be so much squishier. Because nowadays, I think he even gets more armor if he has his shield up. Is that true? I think it is. So the shield is like even better than it used to be. So if he doesn't have the shield, he's so much squishier. Let's go over that again. Okay. So I walk up to him here, and then I turn. I walk up and then I instantly turn. I see my creep. He's like not far enough to last hit the creep, right? But he wants to last hit the creep. What does that mean? He needs to E it because he's not in a ranged auto attack, and I'm also walking close to him, so he's gonna just use E because he knocks off fucking 2 birds with 1 stone. He gets to hit me with E, and he also gets to last hit the creep, and I know he's gonna use E. So I turn around, and as soon as he doesn't have E, he's just a big fucking fat rock that doesn't do anything. So I spin in, and fucking insta-pop Ghost, because he has to flash this. And then here, let me show you again why I flash here. It's because... Okay, TLDR of crit. If you have a chance to crit and you don't crit, the next auto you do has a higher chance of crit and vice versa. So crit is abusable. For those that don't know how crit works. Okay, so 1 auto, 2 auto, 3 auto. 3 autos with 35% chance to crit. The next auto is probably likely to crit, like it has probably like an 85% chance to crit, something like that. 80-85%. So it's actually 4 autos, so okay, now we're closer, probably on like 90%. This next auto is like, if it doesn't crit, it's incredibly fucking rare that it wouldn't crit. With full fury, no crits on 4 autos. So I turn around, because if I just keep running, he's gonna flash. But if I turn around like this, he thinks I'm walking away, but then you flash and insta-auto. And it's gonna crit. Because it's so fucking likely that it's gonna crit. And he does. Oh shit, I didn't know that? Well, now you do. Okay, I was just running away here. I wanted to do some sort of outplay on him, but Lee Sin was pathing topside. And I knew he was coming, so I just based. Because if I go for for a play, it's risky. And Lee Sin might be here. So I just don't make the play. Okay, so here we go again. Do you think Tryndamere is balanced champ? No, it's kind of stupid design. If I was a game designer, I would rework Tryndamere. It's like annoying as fuck to play against. It's super fucking fun to play though, and it's my favorite champ by far, but it's like so annoying to play against. Again, he used the E on the wave. So you go in instant. If he doesn't have E, this champ is useless, by the way, guys. It's really useless champion. Like, it doesn't do anything. As soon as he uses E, you just go in. Because he can't win. You will... If you have tempo... I'm going tempo this matchup, by the way. I tried Tiamat and Conqueror, and it's so fucking useless. Conqueror is just such a shit rune on this champ. I'm pretty sure Conqueror is just fucking... It's so bad compared to tempo. And this matchup, I think the only way to like properly win early game or to punish the Malphite is to dodge E, like have good movement to bait it out and then just fuck him up with tempo. I feel like that's the only like way to win if the Malphite, because I don't think the Malphite played like, he played bad, but I don't think he played like that bad. If I had Conqueror here, there's no way I get these kills. What if he plays safe and... What if he plays safe and pokes at Comet, then he's not walking up to the wave and it makes him lose CS. Like, if he doesn't want to contest anything, that means he will lose CS. There's no such thing like, oh, he never walks up. Or if he does that, then you will be like over double his CS, or like, that's not a thing. Unless someone's like really, really bad. And they just have no idea what they're doing. Then you just get the CS lead, because you can't force kills on someone if they don't like want to contest anything, you know? And then you try to get leads elsewhere, or some other ways, like taking jungle camps and shit. But yeah, okay, so we killed him twice. We killed him twice. And we go base. And this is really, really strong, by the way. Just going crit cloak, because when you have full fury pre-6, you have 55% chance to crit. No. 60. 60% chance to crit, because they buffed crit cloak. But once you hit 6, it's gonna be 65%. So, if you have crit cloak and tempo, it's really, really strong. Really strong. So, this is really good. Better than going Greaves, IMO. Right here I get a bit ballsy. That was clean, but it was like really ballsy to go there because I was tanking creeps way too long, and there you saw like how, even though I was tanking creeps, there you saw how fucking bad Tryndamere is against Malphite when he gets hit by Malphite E. Like Malphite E is, I don't know, it's fucking, it's the worst thing ever. It's like Fear Riposte slow on a fucking 6-second cooldown. I didn't have R. I was level 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. A gold can even stone one lane's Malphite? Yeah, it's really easy to do that. I feel like if enemy picks Tryndamere, just pick Malphite, by the way. Just pick Malphite, because it's like, I know I'm reviewing me playing Tryndamere, but Malphite is really, really unskilled. Like, seriously unskilled. I can't come up with an easier top laner than Malphite, and it's so fucking OP against this champ. There's just no counterplay. Like, I will show you later on how fed I am. Like, look, I can't stomp him any harder than this, pretty much. But wait. We kill him here the first time? No. Oh yeah, the Rek'Sai comes, I ping the Rek'Sai and then I just go tank the tower and the Rek'Sai kills him. But I'll show you like later. Or in a bit, when he comes back to lane. Like, he has Warden's Mail and Cloth Armor. Oh no, he got some more items. I think the Rek'Sai comes right now. Yeah, look at this shit. Like, he's 0-4-0 and he's just bought every armor item that he can. And look how much we struggle to fucking kill him. There I just get outshaded. I don't deal any damage to him and I'm almost fucking dead. Look at Rek'Sai. Oh my god, this champ is so fucking stupid. I swear. Oh, I hate Malphite. And it's only gonna get worse from here, by the way. It's not gonna get any better. You're just gonna keep losing harder and harder. Okay, but that's the early game laning. Well, here he doesn't hit E and he just kind of walks into me. I'm like, I'm too fed for him to deal because I based and I got ER. Before I didn't have ER, like. Wait. Here, like, I didn't have ER yet, but once I get the ER, I can still kill him when he doesn't have Tabis. Okay, let's like fast forward when he gets like Frozen Heart, because it's kind of funny. Here? Okay, here, yeah. Look at this. Look at me try to hit him. I auto-E him and I don't even break his shield. He's so... And if you look at all the team fights in this game, he just... I swear Malphite is not that bad as a champ. It's really not. It's so easy to play, and if it's an AD champ, you can just buy every armor item, and you deal good damage. And you're like a fucking teamfight machine as well. You're super strong in teamfights. Your ult is like one of the best abilities in the game. It's painful to watch this Rakan. I was watching him live like 30 minutes ago, and now I have to watch a replay of him. Sad he doesn't die. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I'll show you guys how we end the game. So I ping my team to go Drake. I'm pinging that I want to push the wave because I know we're not gonna win a team fight. Because Malphite is like 5 times more useful than me in a team fight because the champ's just not balanced. So the only way to end is to backdoor. It's the only way. And my team does a good job here stalling. They do a good job. Yeah, I was really pissed at him because imagine not going Cleaver against these kind of items as Rek'Sai. Like, this kind of item buy can make you lose the game. If you don't do anything for your team, which he isn't. Like, if he bought Cleaver, he could at least Like reduce, how much does this fucking reduce? Up to 24%. That's a lot. Imagine reducing 24% of his armor. Like, we can't fucking kill him, but if we had like Cleaver, it could help. So yeah, that IE buy from Rexa was really not okay. I think there was one more that I wanted to show. I hope that guys helped you guys to like do early game against Malphite. Later on, you don't have counterplay. It doesn't matter if you're challenger versus bronze player. It doesn't matter. You're gonna lose anyway. But like early game, you need to get a lead. Because if you don't get a lead early game, it's fucking lost. It's really lost. I don't know if there was a better game here. Here, do you guys struggle against Riven? This is like one of the best Rivens on the server. This is Ruven. He's like challenger since season 4 and I laned against him. So is Riven a hard matchup for you guys or not? I fucking hope it is. It should be at least. Because the lower elo you go, the better it should be for you. Because Riven's like more, like it requires more skill. So the hard, and like Riven has more mechanics to outplay the opponent. So the higher elo you go, the harder it should be. So I don't think in low elo it should be that hard of a matchup for you. Because if you're like gold Riven versus gold Trynda, I think the gold Trynda should win. But it's the different in Challenger. Because I think in Challenger the Riven players are so fucking good that it's actually hard sometimes. There's no such thing as good Rivens? What do you mean? Of course there are. It's like one of the most skill-showing champs there is. You don't start longsword? No. I feel like the 3% lifesteal from D-Blade is gonna go a long way, because all you do is auto-attack. I wish there was like a calculator to show you how much you have life stolen just with this 3% from D-Blade. Like, I wish it told you, because it's gonna be so much what you actually end up lifestealing. Because that's all lifesteal you have. I don't build tenacity, I don't build lifesteal. So like this goes a long way. Level 1, by the way, you should always go aggro. Riven can't win level 1. You shouldn't let her walk up to the wave, and if she walks up to the wave, then you just go in and you hit her. Because she's not a strong champion until level 3. She needs all her abilities to be strong. Three HP per auto, yeah. And so every time you auto, you can just think like, well, after early game, it's gonna be way more than that. But in early game, you can just think like, oh, every time you auto, it's 3 HP. Every single time. So how many times do you actually hit something? It's gonna be a lot. But yeah, she knows how this matchup goes. So she's not even trying to like to get a lead here or anything. She just wants to receive the wave because she knows that she can't win early or like the first few levels. This matchup is like, because she cannot die to you if she doesn't want to play aggro at all. So you just need to look for a mistake, because it's about Riven making a mistake more about than you outplaying. Because she has way more things to outplay you with. You only have just fucking auto attacks and you're slow. I guess like hitting your slow is like the only play you can really make. Because this champ is super one-dimensional, right? So you just need to look for a mistake that will allow you to play on your rules and not on her rules. Because her rules is just comboing and trading with the animation cancels and shit, and your rules are just running her down. That's all you can do, really. Yeah, here the wave is stacked, so I can't do much. I need to receive the wave. I can't trade or anything because the wave is too big. This is like normal for this matchup. This happens like pretty much every time. I see she doesn't have pots, and my sustain is better, so I really want to play more aggro here. Because she doesn't have sustain, and she's gonna make a mistake real soon. No stun. She's fucking gone. It's perfect to be here as Tryndamere. It's perfect. This is the best thing, because she doesn't have Ghost. You can just run her down because you have Ghost. So it's the best situation to do here, or to be here. Because you have this entire lane to run her down with. This went perfect. Play aggro early, push in, get a big wave, get it stacked, get Fury from the wave that's stacked under your tower, freeze it here, force her to walk up, and then if she makes a mistake, you ghost her down, and you will at least get a flash. And she's out of the game. This is game over at this point. She can't come back anymore. That death was pretty bad. Yeah, it's a game losing play. Now you base. You get the best buy. If you have 1900, would you buy this? What would you buy if you had 1900? And don't lie, you don't have to lie because we're here to learn. What would you buy if you had, let's go a bit back, shall we? So if you have this amount of gold and you have no items, what do you buy? Because this is by far, not even close, the best buy, what I buy. It's not, it's like, this is such a better buy than anything else that if you don't buy this, you're making a huge mistake. Because she doesn't have flash. And this enables you to just play with your passive. Like you will have 65% chance to crit. You have more movement speed than her because they get the free boots shit. So you have way more movement speed. And you're ahead, so you're not gonna have to spend your fury to heal either. So you can play with your fury all the time. I see her on a ward here, so I just freeze. So I'm gonna make a big wave. Stacking wave when you want to dive is perfect. I know my ghost is coming up. So I'm just stacking the wave, because if you have a big wave, it helps you way more with the dive. Because if they auto you when the wave is here, and if they auto you or damage you, the creeps will start attacking her instead. Why does it keep doing that? So this is perfect. I get to stack Fury for free. I have Ghost up, and I have a big wave. So she's really fucked after the early game. It doesn't matter if you're a good or bad Riven right here. It's like, yeah. No. How strong is this? You crit with like every auto and you have so much movement speed and attack speed. You get so much value because you get more autos with the attack speed from this and you have crits, so you get more crits and you have more movement speed. It's just the best buy for sure. But yeah, so if you guys struggle versus Riven, this is me winning against like at least I think top 2 Riven on the server. I think. Top 2, I think. I don't know. I think Alois might be better than him, but I don't know. Top 2 Riven on the server. And it goes really well. So if you struggle versus Riven, just try to replicate what I did. Because they're way more prone to make the mistakes that she did. And it doesn't take you, like, mechanics from you. It just decides, it's just decision making. Like, it doesn't take skill for you to run her down. Or it takes skill, but not like mechanical skill. You don't need to, like, mechanically outplay her to run her down here. You just need to decide, or you need to play with the wave so it's in a good spot. And you notice when you can do it. It's not about how you do it, because everybody can do it. It's about when you do it. No, fuck no. I barely track the enemy jungler. I barely do that. I make so many plays regardless of the, like, with the abundance of information. Like, that's the difference between an aggressive and a passive player. Because I feel like if you kill someone in lane, that's not aggressive play. That's the right play. The difference between aggressive and passive play is how you play around information. For example, if you are in a 1v1 and you don't know where the enemy jungler is, do you go in? If you go in, that means you're aggressive because you play with the lack of information where the enemy jungler is. But if you don't go in, that means you're a passive player because you respect the enemy jungler and the lack of information. So I'm like what you call an aggressive player. Some people would call me a stupid player, but I would love to have their opinion on when they see how many kills I've gotten, despite of me like not knowing where the enemy jungler is. I've gotten so many fucking kills by just quote-unquote disrespecting the enemy jungler, I guess. But I've gotten so many fucking kills because of that. So it's not necessarily a bad play, it's just risky. And of course you still need to, like, every time I go in, I do have it in the back of my head that, okay, where could the jungler be? But I don't think like, oh, well, he could be here, so I'm never gonna go in here. That's not what I still might go in. I don't like always brainlessly go in, but I guess I am more of an aggressive player, yeah. But the tower was on HP. Yeah, this was a big mistake, but look what a mistake the Riven makes. She doesn't even let the tower die. If she lets the tower die, that cocks me from, like, I don't know, fucking 500 gold, something like that. But she just lets it live. I thought the creeps would finish it off, but they didn't. That's Riven? Yeah, I know. I just spin in and auto it once. But yeah, at this point, like, if I wasn't ahead, this is when Riven would start to win IMO, unless you're ahead. Because once they have Tabis and CDR, IMO Riven wins at that point. Because she, like, this cocks Tryndamere way too much, and she has cooldown reduction to, like, just play around you. You just get kited. And she has a lot of stuns, a lot of shields, and a lot of hops, so I feel like at this point it gets really hard, but since I'm this ahead, it doesn't really matter. I'm so fucking ahead, I'm 2 levels up too. But yeah, this is totally normal in this matchup if you're this ahead. It doesn't matter even if it's, like, supposed to be hard at this point. If you're this ahead, you will still win. By the way, like, right here again, I will show you a perfect example of me buying for power spike. Fuck, where did I base last? Okay, so I died. So how much gold do I have? I have 1300. Okay, so you have 1300 gold with these items. What do you buy? $1,300 gold, and I have these items. I already bought this as well earlier because I just had 300 gold. When did I base? Okay, so how much gold do I have here? I have 1,000 gold. What do you buy with 1,000 gold? Cloak right here. No, that 1,000 gold isn't enough for a cloak and a dagger. No, I don't like Cloak. I feel like you have so much chance to crit already. I feel like Cloak is overkill. I like this more. This. At least that's what I think. I feel like buying AD and attack speed is better than buying another Cloak. I feel like Cloak is gonna start to go overkill with the crit. And you don't have anything to enable your crit besides the actual crit. But with this, you actually have some AD. And it makes your E deal more damage as well. And it also lets you build towards your ER. Because if you go a Cloak, it's not gonna build towards your ER. And you really want the ER as soon as possible. It's like an ASAP item. So if you buy another Cloak, it's gonna build towards IE. And you're gonna need to buy more items for the ER later on. But I buy a dagger because I know that I'm gonna buy Stinger. And it's just... I maximize my gold. At least I think that's the best way to play. You just maximize how much gold you have. It's the best way to play. And here I buy Stinger. Right now when I get a level, when I go to level 10, I have 30% CDR. Then how much gold do I have now? 1500. It's perfect for a year. By the way, at this point, like when you shove in top, my team's not doing too hot. I have Reckless testing some Cassiopeia bot lane. They were getting owned a bit in lane, but it's fine. Because I have 40% CDR. And I just walk here. And they need to respect me so much. They can't fight at all if I'm here. And of course, like leaving this would be really bad. But the thing is, I go here because I know the wave is like still very far. So I can go here in case there's a fight or something. Because if there's a fight and I'm here to win it for my team, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be way more worth for us than me catching this wave. But I go here and there's no fight. So I instantly start running top again because I see the wave crashing. So I go top, and I don't even miss cannon. Even though I was like on the other side of the map, I don't even miss cannon. And I gave my team so much pressure as well with that. By the way, here I don't have Ghost, so if I had Ghost up, I would have stayed top and just dove her, but I feel like if I don't have Ghost, it's actually like not 100% kill. It's not. Because that's how good Riven can fuck you. Even though she's behind, she has Tabbies and CDR, so she can still fuck with you. And if you don't have Ghost, it's actually like not that easy to pull off a dive. So I go bot instead. I really thought she would go in here, so I used ult. I don't know what the Twitch was doing. He didn't have smite. I was even pinging that he doesn't have smite, but he still hits the Drake, and we lose the Drake. So I don't know what that was, but whatever. Okay, we're really strong. I have both sums. If you're this strong, by the way, you need to actively look for something. You can't just sit and farm and be like, oh, well, you know, I'll get more items, I guess. No, if you're like this ahead and you have everything that you need to look for something. Like, you need to look for shit to do. You can't just jerk off and do nothing. So I'm just sitting here knowing that they're here because we saw them. And they really want to kill Reckless because... By the way, if you play with someone like Reckless, it feels like everybody just wants to kill them. Like, every time. If you play with some, like a celebrity, they just fucking, they get their cocks hard and they just really want to kill them. So it's good. Reckless is a good bait. And we get a bunch of free kills because they want to kill him all the time. Yeah, exactly. That's me against Faker Katarina. Like, I got my fucking... Got me a hard on. I just ran it down mid just to kill Faker. But it worked. The Pyke didn't kill the Cass here, so it didn't work. But I got to kill Faker, so it was a good play. This was a bad E. I should have... This was really bad. Here, when I go into Kiana, I need to E here and not in the lane. I should E here. But I E here. If I eat here, I don't need to ghost, but here I need to ghost away. You play WoW? No. But I haven't been top for so long now. Because why the fuck would I be top? I can just kill the rest of the team as well. Especially if your team is not doing good and you're this strong. If you're this strong, you can even roam on Tryndamere. Not always. Even if you're strong, you can't always do it, because so many champs fuck Tryndamere, and you can't like do roam plays, but when you're this ahead, you can. We're losing CS top, which is bad. I wish the Ryze was playing more here, because we already got mid tower as well, so we could cover mid better, but if Ryze was just here, it would have been better, but I guess it's fine. But this is for sure the best play, to get this bot tower. Then instead of me just staying top and getting CS for myself. But if I go bot, if you go bot, not only you win, but also your team wins, you know? Yeah. Like at this point, I am super disrespectful and I just did that. Because I know I can. I'm not gonna die, because I'm so fucking ahead. I have nothing to worry about. And my team cleans up after they tried to kill me. So what my point is, like, you just need to play accordingly if you're strong. Because I see a lot of people with good stats and they don't win games. And that happens. That happened to me today, earlier. I had good stats in many games and I still lost the games. Not necessarily because I could have played better, or of course you can always play better, but like if you have good stats, or if you're strong by yourself, you need to like play accordingly. Like at this point I'm pretty much 3 champions in one. Like you could make, or like I'm pretty much as strong as like all of us 3, or fucking 3 of my teammates combined. With the pressure I have. So you need to like play accordingly. You can go for good plays, but if you fuck up, then it's really bad, especially with shutdowns. Here they like, they can't do this play. Oh, they like... That was a baddie. So was that one. Okay, let's just skip to the last fight. We get inhibs. This is the last fight. The game's over, the FF. But this was a good example of a game where you get a lead top and then you go and win the rest of the map. Because I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have won this game. Like, you look at my team and they were like, if you look at their stats, they were doing fine. But if I didn't go bot and mid to make the plays that I did, I don't think we win. And my team would have lost the rest of the map. So it's like a good example of that.